Good morning, church family. Pastor Ryan here, and today we want to give you a little bit of a window into our Let's Eat ministry and how it's changed in the midst of this pandemic that we're all experiencing. God continues to use this ministry to serve our city with no strings attached. And I have with me Kathleen Maloney, who's one of the core team members of Let's Eat and has really been instrumental in just helping us adapt. So thank you for that. Maybe Kathleen, just tell us a little bit about what God's been doing and how this has changed in the last month or so.
Well, it's kind of exciting. When this all first came about, we were trying to figure out how can we do Let's Eat and still feed people and yet keep our distance and protect each other. So we decided to do what we call grab-and-go bags. So we are bagging up suppers in these bags, and we put enough food in there for them to have supper, and then the next day they can use the other pieces of food for breakfast or lunch or snacks during the day. So we're giving them lots of protein to stretch that out a little bit. And they always get a bottle of water, but we give fruit, all kinds of fruit. And we have cheese, and we have peanut butter, which is one of their favorites that we serve with crackers and celery. And then, of course, they get cookies. Everybody has to have a cookie. We do applesauce and fruit cups and fresh fruit. And we always put in a little baggie that has mayonnaise and mustard and their utensils, because everybody needs a utensil for something. So we make sure that they're getting a whole bag of things. It's been really great. I do all the shopping, and I ask people to just donate toward the Let's Eat fund, so that keeps us going. But by me doing all the shopping, I'm keeping the rest of you out of the stores and doing everything we can to help each other protect ourselves. When we're here, everything we do with gloves on. We also sometimes wear masks depending on what we're doing at the time. We are very strict about that 6-foot rule. When we're in the kitchen, you'll find us on opposite sides of the counter, and even out here we kind of jokingly say, "You're less than 6 feet, get away from me." And it keeps us going, and it kind of makes us laugh.
Yeah.
So we are giving out all kinds of food. We've had new people come, especially the last 2 weeks. When we first started, we noticed that the people we were seeing were basically the people that we know every week are desperate for a meal. And they show up, and they're so grateful and so appreciative, and sometimes they get very emotional, and they stand back and wave at us, and they're very good about the 6-foot rule. They don't come up to the table to get their food when somebody else is standing there, and so that's a good thing. But the last couple of weeks, we're starting to see people, families that have never been in this situation before, and there's a little bit of fear. Some of them are a little bit embarrassed, and we assure them, please don't be embarrassed. God has given us the food and the ability to be able to serve and make sure you have food, so please come get it. That's what it's here for. And we've gotten to know some new people in the last couple of weeks. So that's a good thing. We've been able to watch God turn a scary situation into opportunities for joy and to love. And the words that we have in the fellowship hall, love God, love people, and serve both, really comes to light because we are given that opportunity. He's so good and he is so faithful, and we are so fortunate to be able to do this. It's incredible, and all of you get a chance to be a part of that. So when you ask me how can anybody help, so I'm doing all the shopping. So if you can and you'd like to donate, send a check to the church. Make sure on your memo line you write Let's Eat. That way we make sure it goes into the Let's Eat fund, and that helps us to make sure that the money's coming in so we can buy the things we need. Pray for us. We are working really hard to stay safe and to keep all of you safe. So pray for us. Pray for the people that are coming. There is some fear and the uncertainty. And a couple weeks ago we had a young man come to the table, and I could tell he was really reluctant, and I'd never seen him before. He said 3 weeks before his wife had lost her job. He had lost his job that day. When he went home, she told him, "We don't have enough money for the grocery store." And he remembered seeing our sign. So he came. And I said, "You don't need to be embarrassed. That's what we're here for. We are more than happy." And because of the generosity of a lot of people here at the church, I have enough food in the pantry that I could put together for them a food box for him to actually take home for several meals.
Awesome.
That is a huge blessing. Not only does it bless him, and bless his family, but it bless us as well. And it's just great for God to keep showing us things like that so that we feel encouraged and we know that the need is out there and we get to fill it. And that's wonderful.
That's great. Yeah. Thanks, Kathleen. Great summary. Thanks to your team for staying safe but continuing to serve. Thank you to all of you who have prayed and have given. You can continue to pray, and the ways that Kathleen described, you can give either by mailing your check in to the church building, and those are being cared for, or you can give at evch.org and go to the bottom of the page, and there's a link to give there. And again, just make sure you specify Let's Eat, and we'll make sure that it continues to go to this ministry. And we're grateful for the opportunity to serve our city with no strings attached. So there you go, church. Thanks for serving, and thank you, Kathleen, to you and your team. Okay, bye-bye.